welcome to Atlanta Motorsports Park, and I'm here with the man himself, doing it with Dan.
Hi guys, it's been a long time since I've seen you guys.
You know what? Straight to the point. What do you have here?
I have a KA100. It's a 100cc single speed, what's it called? Go-Kart. I've recently found a big love and passion for go-karting, and which is something that David shares. But we came out and what'd you do? He did an interview with me on the rental carts, and I was like, would you like to ride my KA? And he's like, would I ever?
To give you perspective, my karting experience is mostly local karting or going around the country and doing like K1 speeds for fun.
Yeah, you go to them all the time, right?
Yeah, all the time with them. It just says, and look, for all my karting guys, I know that's not like the most serious thing ever. Just hold your britches.
Pretty cool though.
Side note, K1 tracks are all different around the country, so I think that's really cool. Here at AMP, they do have rental carts that you can come do all the time, which are about 55 miles an hour. Yeah, and that's for the general public. It's about almost 60 miles an hour.
Yeah, just enough power for you to stuff into a wall.
So this essentially, Dan, how fast can this thing go?
On the straights, you're getting somewhere between 70 and 80 miles an hour. And it's a fast, because you're an inch off the ground. You know, the main difference between this and the other ones is the rental carts weigh about 400 pounds, give or take.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah, this is about 150 pounds, you know, give or take a little bit too. Plus, you know, you weigh about 150 to 170.
140.
140?
Yeah,
man,
I'm a jockey.
You look good though.
Thanks, bro.
You're gonna haul ass in this thing. This thing is gonna be insane for you, buddy. You know, 2 strokes, nothing until it reaches about, you know, 2, 3, 4, or 5,000 RPM, and then it's like a turbo, man. Then it just kicks on, and because that's basically 2 strokes are basically supercharged, if you will. And the people in the comments can correct me, but you hit that power band and it takes off, and it's a different monster. And I'm really excited to see your reaction.
You were saying to warm up the 2-stroke, it's better to just kind of let it run for a while.
Yeah, that's how you warm it up. And you instead of just like letting it idle, you know, you really.
Yeah, you're that obnoxious guy.
Oh, you have to be. You have to be. That's how they warm up. So there's no choke on these, so you just kind of cover the airbox.
Uh-huh. I feel really cool. Dan, you have this contraption that I actually find really fascinating.
Which one?
For these
the
guys.
Rib protectors.
The rib protectors.
So this is pretty much required for any sort of like go fast. They won't even let you on the track without it, because there's a lot of parts you get jostled. There's no suspension in these. There's no giveaway. There's no seat belts, nothing. So if you hit a corner too hard, that fiberglass seat, it'll break your ribs, especially going through the chicane. So you have these nice, a lot of people are in the carbon fiber one. I didn't like the way it fit. Alpine Star, it's all right, you know. But yeah, David's gonna be wearing this, and I also got him, Laura just basically freshly cleaned and pressed this suit for him.
Thanks.
So this is fresh for David. He's not gonna be wearing my nasty stuff. How you feel? Feel good?
Yeah. I'm official, Dan.
Yep. Good to see that.
All right. Hey, how'd the race go? Oh, you know, it went real well. Got my sponsor hat on, you know what I'm saying? Feel very official.
You look so fit. Dude, you look like you're about to just like lay down some lap times.
Go 30 miles.
Yeah. You look.
So when I'm out there, is traction a big issue?
So you're
when
gonna
it's
want
in a straight.
In a straight, no.
Okay.
In a turn, you're gonna want to go through like your first lap
just
slow, just to get the tires
hot.
on.
Yeah.
It matters. It matters.
Oh, I bet.
So
Yeah.
much. Like
So
the rental carts, no matter. But this, going to that first turn without any, you'll be like, whoa, it's on butter.
Okay. Before this video gets started, make sure to go check out Dan's video called Hot Laps, where he interviews YouTubers while also racing against each other on go-karts. It's an amazing idea. Definitely give it a chance, and I think Dan is gonna really go places with this series. So go ahead and show him the support, because without that video, this video could not exist. So go ahead and show the man some love.
Your red button is your kill button.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome.
All right. This is crazy. I feel more suited up in this than any other motorsport I've ever done. Well, I mean, I guess it makes sense because I'm gonna be going very fast with no protection. So it's funny. I'd be way more scared on a bike right now. But oh yeah. All right, these rib protectors are kind of interesting. Getting used to the positioning on that.
not even half throttle. I'm already to the point where I feel like I'm in the rental carts. Oh my God. Holy crap. My brain is moving. All right, here we go. Okay. Oh yeah. As soon as it gets to the upper RPM, it's so much faster. Holy shit. Whoa. I'm getting the hang of it. Getting the hang of it.
Dan warned me about the first laps and how cold the tires would be, and I had no idea what to expect with this. I've never experienced a kart like this, so I took my first baby steps by starting with 25% throttle, then 50% throttle. The first thing you notice is how connected you feel to the kart, even without any sort of harness or seatbelt. The next thing you notice is that the power band comes in hard very late. But my main goal of the day was to get really brave and hit top speed in the go-kart. It's actually really hard to tell on camera, but some of these corners, the G-forces are so much more than you expect once the tires start getting hot. Once again, this is the importance of the rib protector. And the rib protector feels like almost like a soccer shin guard that's on your rib, if that makes sense. I then on the downhill section hit the brakes just a smidge too hard and spun out my first time, which then bogged out the go-kart.
We're good.
Let me hop in it real quick. So you can't, like, from a dead stop, wide open throttle, it'll bog. You kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I know what you mean.
Okay.
Holy shit.
Toughest part of the track for me was to get the courage to get over this blind uphill that you take basically at full throttle, and you have to trust your tires and trust the kart. I would mentally say to myself as I crest this hill, trust the kart, trust the tires, trust the kart. And by the end of the day, I was able to get it. Once I took some more laps to get used to everything, I took a deep breath and then went for my fastest lap of the day. Time-wise, I have absolutely no idea, but I was full throttle almost the entire time, and my line was a lot better.
Oh my God. Oh my God, that was so amazing. I've never felt so connected to a vehicle. Like, it was so amazing at the beginning. I didn't really know how much I could push it. But then going down the road, I realized that those tires, oh man, those things are melted. The tires just get more and more happy the hotter they got and the more chances I could take. And so I think that's what was really fascinating is karting's one thing. This is something else, man. And man, I love this. I love this so much. This thing makes me feel really confident. At first, it doesn't feel that confidence inspiring because the tires are cold. Once it's hot though, I was full throttle most of the time. Just that uphill section is really, really hard on a kart. Not physically, but it just to get up the hill. But as soon as I crest that hill, holy smokes, that was nuts. Felt great.
How do you tell me about it? What you think?
Oh God, I love it so much. It's like doing a project car and it does everything perfect already out of the gate, and you don't have to tune it that much. It just does what you want and it's predictable. It's like, imagine the perfect project car that's lightweight, great power to weight ratio, and the tires really talk to you.
And they're like, they hold.
And they just hold. No, the only reason I stopped was one, I need to check fuel. Second,
You're about out.
my hands are starting to cramp.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure the more experience I get, the more loosey-goosey I would get.
You'll get more comfortable.
Yeah, but no, by the end of it, I was like, shit, I could do this all day. It was amazing. Well, also the fact that I was able to get the hang of it, that's what makes me happy. It wasn't one of those times where you're like, I want to do this really cool thing, but there's this one thing that keeps stopping you, whether it's spinning out or whatever. Like drifting, right? Drifting, you literally spin out hundreds of times before you really get it. This is one of those things where if you have any sort of track experience, you will get the hang of it.
Yeah, you get it.
But yeah, you'll get it.
Riding this kart was an incredible experience, and huge thanks to Do It With Dan to let me rip his pride and joy. Was this a shifter kart? No, but this is so much performance per dollar that it's nuts. So if anybody wants to sponsor me, let me know, because I'm absolutely hooked. Huge thanks once again. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and I will see you guys next time. Take it easy. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.